Hey, it's Helmer from Ice On Mercury.
Hi, it's Michael from Ice On Mercury, and you're listening to Collision on Voice FM.
99.9.
How are you, Michael?
I'm very well. How you going, Kat?
I'm good. I'm just actually, the reason that I've got you on the phone, I think Collision listeners have known Ice On Mercury for a long time. You were the first band I actually liked on Facebook. That's
I
quite
know.
well known.
And we've always been internally grateful for for that, and also your support. We've certainly enjoyed catching up with you almost on an annual basis when we come over to Melbourne.
Yeah, you're popping into the studio, which it's been a while now, and unfortunately that is not going to happen again.
No, unfortunately not. Well, you never know. It might happen in the future. Never say never.
Yeah.
But at this stage, the band is just looking to take a more permanent break without having a time or a deadline set against us doing anything.
So it's always open for an Ice On Mercury reunion.
Oh, look, if John Farnham can do it, then we could certainly do it. But yeah, we just don't want. We want to be able to have our do it on our own terms, and if we decide to, if we don't decide to, then we won't. But if we do, then I'm certain it'll probably start with us just getting together and have a bit of a jam at some point, and hopefully there's some re-inspiration to write some new material or just get back out in the circuit. But at this stage, a lot of us we started the band in 2010, and many of us have been playing in bands way before that also. So Nathan and myself, the guitarist, have been playing in bands since 98.
Right.
And I haven't really taken a break from music since then.
Yeah,
so I think it's just come to a point where, we've achieved a lot as a band, and we've achieved some great things, and got 3 EPs under the belt and lots of tours, and we've met lots of awesome people
and
along
done
the way.
some pretty big supports too.
And we've had some really big supports as well. We're very grateful for being able to support CESA and Black Label Society, and playing to really big crowds and playing some iconic venues like HQ. Not many bands get to play HQ in Adelaide, so we're very grateful for that. And then the venue shut down and moved to a different location. So that was a bit of history for us as an Adelaide band. But it's been bloody amazing. It's been an awesome ride, and we're all still great mates as band members. There's been no falling out or anything like that at all. And I think we just come to a mutual decision to just put a line in the sand and say, let's just stop for a while or permanently, but see, and see what happens. And it allows all of us to explore the possibilities of different musical journeys, or go and do some different stuff maybe, or just take a break in general. We've all got families and kids and, full-on careers for some of us and jobs and stuff. So, some of us work 50, 60 hours a week also. And, all that stuff just takes its toll.
You're telling me that this breakup has nothing to do with being sick of seeing Patrick with his pants off?
No. Yeah, I don't. We've gotten so used to that now that it's
you're gonna miss it.
It's just like the norm will be like, Patrick in his pants and sleeping in the same bed as each other when we're on tour to save on accommodation. All those things. Yeah, look, we're still going to catch up and hang together as buddies, as mates. But we're just, every time we do catch up, it's usually because we're rehearsing, or usually because we're playing a show, or usually because we've got an engagement to do with the band. Not really, outside of band stuff, just catching up for a barbecue. Because our lives are so hectic as they are anyway. We're already so stretched for time. But I'm personally myself looking forward to the break and just chilling and not having to think about the business side of the band for quite some time.
Well, you do have your final show coming up at the Crown and Anchor on the 17th of Feb, and we were just discussing, there's a good chance by the time this interview airs that the tickets will be sold out, but if they're not, there's only going to be a very small handful left for people to grab.
Yeah, we've already sold 80, 85% of the allocation, so we're literally talking right now as we speak today, maybe 20 to 25 tickets left. That is it. So everyone else has snapped up their tickets and, really looking forward to, we're going to put on a big show too, so it's not going to just be a 45-minute set. We're going to do way over an hour, and we're going to play a heap of stuff from the first EP and the second EP and the third EP, some covers. We've only got one other support act, so we're not doing a big bill, it's only 2-band bill. Yeah, we're going to make it a great night, and we're going to get to hang hang with all the people. We've even got people from Melbourne coming over. So many of the ticket sales have been people from actually Melbourne who are coming over, which is pretty cool. That's never happened before. So,
well, they know you're not coming to see them again. That's why.
Yeah, that's right. So some of the die-hard fans in Melbourne are making their way over, which is pretty cool.
Because I think it has been actually like 2 years since you were in Melbourne last, hasn't it?
Yeah, 2016. Yeah.
Well, just
because
nearly
we
2
didn't.
years.
I don't think we went last year at all, did we?
No,
Did we?
no. My studio
we
missed you last year. No, you didn't go.
Yeah.
You were doing a radio show yourself last year, so you were quite busy outside of work and the band and everything else with that.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my Sunday night, and doing lots of interviews, and as you know, Kat, it's like it's a permanent allocation of time, and almost like another part-time / full-time job.
Yeah.
To manage a radio show.
People would be shocked if they understood actually the hours that go into it, wouldn't they?
Oh, it's not just recording an interview, but then it's editing the interview, then it's organising music to go around it, and then complimentary stuff to make the show awesome, and and then you don't usually get hit with one interview, you get hit with 5 at once, so you've got to accommodate all of them, and then
you've got to get them online,
then you got to go to and from the radio station. You've got to prepare playlists and all that stuff, and you got to listen to music, different music. So you're not playing the same songs every week. You've got to, if music's coming at you, you've got to listen to it and see what you like and see where they've been played on the radio. So it's certainly a radio show, like you would know, Kate. It also takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, the whole music industry. There's so much. It's like the iceberg, yet people only see the tip. They have no idea about the mass underneath it.
No, well, and that's That's one of the biggest things about being in a band is, many people who come to a show are seeing like the highlight of months worth of work or years worth of work, and they come and they go and then that's it. But for the band, we've been very much a DIY approach. We haven't had a band manager ever. We haven't had promoters. We haven't had booking agents. We haven't had those people doing the work for us. We've been doing that all ourselves since the band's inception, and there's I would literally say thousands of emails and hundreds of phone calls and, lots of follow-up and lots of other things, let alone writing new music and rehearsing.
And the expense of rehearsal rooms.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
instruments.
Then there's the expense as well. Look, we've been very fortunate. Every time we travel, we tend to break even, if not make a little bit of money, but obviously we can never replace our careers with it.
No.
We've all got mortgages and bills and families and school fees and stuff like that, so we have to pay for.
Well, I want to ask you first on the band level, what has been a highlight for you of being part of Ice On Mercury?
I'd say the biggest highlight is the fact that we had so many people, diehard fans, that just followed us. I mean, sure, we've played some pretty big shows, but we've played some really small shows as well, and we have, the diehard group of people that just constantly support us. So having those people recognise and love our music, and also some people have actually, reached out to us and told us that, that our music has meant a lot to them. Like it's helped them get through tough times, or when I had one person say to me that someone that was really close to them, she was young and she died, and Angels really helped her through that time. That to me has been probably the biggest highlight, I would say, out of everything that we've done.
Yeah, knowing how your music and your combined, I guess, hearts have touched other people.
Yeah, well, our songs are certainly written on experience and life and observation, and that's always been the case, and that's obviously Almir's ability to tell a story through lyrics. And obviously we like to write really good tracks as well as far as the music part of it goes. So, if we're not happy with it, we're not going to certainly put it on an EP at all. And, Almir's ability to be able to put lyrics to that, and we create the music and it comes together, and, we've got 3 fantastic EPs that have captured where the band is at mentally, physically and skillfully at each point when we release those EPs. And I listen to them now and, the memories just come flooding back. So that's another big highlight, the fact that, we've been able to produce some pretty awesome music and, can evoke some memories, and they're all good memories.
Yeah. Before we do actually talk more about Ice On Mercury, can I ask you the time you spent so far doing community radio? What has been a highlight for your interviewing career?
Oh, that's a tough one. I would say it would have to be Whitfield Crane from Ugly Kid Joe. Mm-hmm. Interviewing him, their CD was America's Least Wanted was the first CD I ever owned, and it was actually given to me as a gift because I don't think I could afford to buy CDs at that time. But yeah, I remember getting the CD, and then I remember listening to the music, and I remember just loving it. Never got to see him live, but being able to talk to this person who was, in the biggest band in the world at that time when they released that album is amazing. And there's been many interviews. I've talked to many of my idols, Max Cavalera, Sepultura, Brock from 36 Crazy Fist, love that band. So, then look, I've been very fortunate that, I was able to talk to my idols on the phone and have a 10 to 15 minute phone conversation. And, never would have thought that would have happened back when I first started playing in a band. These bands were just too far out of reach. There's no chance. But, it's been amazing. And, I've enjoyed every minute of the journey, and, it's going to stay with me for a very long time. And I'll certainly be getting my music out and re-listening to interviews and just reminiscing from time to time. But yeah, it's just time to just take that break and have some time to get back to basics for me as a musician without thinking about the next thing, the next marketing campaign, the next tour, the next album, the next something.
Well, your kids are growing up. You want to spend a bit of time focused on them rather than the band.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, it's amazing how much time a headspace being in a band takes up. You're always thinking about it, and, you'll be sitting at home watching TV and you'll be on the phone and checking Facebook and talking to another band or, another muser, or talking to your own band and organising stuff and coming up with ideas, and then, then it's executing those ideas. That takes a lot of headspace.
Yeah. You got the final show on the 17th. You said before that you guys, you're the best of mates, and I've seen that for myself.
Yeah.
You never get together unless it's something to do with Ice on Mercury. Are you guys planning like some big family get-together barbecue or something after the final show just to celebrate your friendship and what you have achieved together?
Yeah, I think we'll certainly catch up more often because there'll be no musical context to it. It'll be, you want to catch up for a barbecue on the weekend, bring the family, bring kids over, or I'll come to you, or go to a park, or whatever. I think that'll happen possibly more often now because, we're not seeing each other, and we're not because we catch up literally every week, and we spend, 5 or 6 hours together every week, and we're always talking on the phone and chatting on, Facebook or whatever. So, not having that regular correspondence or face-to-face catch-ups means that we can spend time doing that stuff together. Hey, why don't the four of us just go on a boys' trip and go watch some bands, or go to download, or not think about the band.
Not have to play, not have to cut the
don't
instruments.
have to cut all that gear. Worry about setting up what kit I'm going to be playing on, and whether or not the accommodation's got 2 single beds or 3 double beds or whatever. We can just hang and we're not sort of committed to do anything. We just chill and take a break. And then, in order to, find yourself and reinvigorate yourself and for the love of music. I mean, for me, as a drummer, I'm certainly going to continue playing drums. It's never going to stop for me. I love playing drums, but I want to do it on different terms now. I want to follow a different path, and if other opportunities present themselves, I'll certainly consider them.
So, I was going to ask if there's a chance you might do some filling gigs for some, established bands.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. So, I'd never want to go backwards as a musician. I think, the band got to a really strong point career-wise, and I don't see myself starting a whole brand new project. I mean, that would take a lot of effort. And, I would certainly love to jam, rehearse, tour with other musicians that have got some established bands and be able to fill in, or, I don't know. I haven't got any specific goal in mind of what I want to achieve now when it comes to music. I just want to love it. I think that's probably the biggest thing. I just want to love it. You go through peaks and troughs in your musical journeys, and sometimes you absolutely love it, and it's just like the best thing ever, and then it could be like the worst thing ever. It just goes up and down like a yo-yo. So I want to be able to just love it again.
And like you said, you've never taken a proper break from it, so...
No, never. I haven't. Not since '98. So And, you know, I'm not as busy as some other musicians. I know there's some others out there that are just busting their asses and working so hard and playing, you know, 50 shows in a row. When our band's never been like that, but it's still a lot of headspace. And I also work full time, and I have ever since I was 18. I've always worked in at minimum 40-hour job per week since I was 18. And obviously, the more career advances I make, the more hours I'm putting in. So, yeah, that's only gotten more.
Yeah, those bands that are busting out 50 shows in a row aren't working full-time.
No, they're not.
Well, you said you're going to be doing over an hour on stage on the 17th at the Crown and Anchor, so are you planning to have a break in the middle of it at all? No? No,
it's going to be full on, and it's probably going to be the biggest and certainly the best show, being that we know that, you know, after the final song is done, that is it. And we're hanging up the instruments. We're hanging up Ice On Mercury, per se. I don't think all of us are hanging up instruments, but I know Almy and Pat are still keen to jam and get out there and try and explore some new alternatives. I don't think they want to stop. Right, yeah. 100%. They certainly came to a mutual decision to, you know, Ice On Mercury was to take a break. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I think they're still pretty keen to keep playing forward. And Nathan, he's got a much bigger family now than he had when we first started this thing, and he's in a similar position to me as far as career and bills and debts and stuff like that. So I think he's going to take a break, but he's going to more focus on just, you know, he's got his studio set up at home now, so I think he's going to focus on writing on his own terms in his own time, and then potentially just getting, you know, someone like myself to play drums along to it. I don't think, you know, it'd be like a recording studio musician, not a touring musician, someone who just loves to come up with music and just do that.
Because it's hard to get it out of your system. I mean, you know.
Oh, it never will. It never will. It's just, you know, music is part of all of us, and we're never going to give it up. We're just getting off the Ice On Mercury journey and not getting back on for a while.
Well, what about, like, merch? I mean, you guys wouldn't have gone out and ordered new merch for the final show, but you still got a bit that you're going to have on sale on the night?
Yeah, we're gonna clear all the stock on that night. So we are doing bargain basement prices on everything, so everyone gets a chance to have a piece of it and walk away. And we want our merch to be empty by the end of the show.
Awesome.
We haven't got many T-shirts left. I mean, we've certainly got, you know, a handful of each category. So we're assuming they will obviously all go. Got a bunch of the hard copy EPs for Blind. We haven't got many of the second EP. They've pretty much sold out. I think literally we've got a handful kicking around. And the third, the very first one, I think we've still got a batch of them as well. So, and it's funny because we've actually had quite a large amount of orders through the website for merch, along with tickets, as people have been buying them.
Yeah, I was going to say, even like after you guys are taking a break, your digital music at least will still be available on your website. IceOnMercury.com.
Yeah, IceOnMercury.com. Our website will still be up there, and you know, it'll still be maintained per se, but I mean, there's obviously going to be nothing new up there. It'll just be what's there now. And we've released a bunch of YouTube videos just recently of some of the live shows that we've done, and there's a bunch of songs that when we supported Caesar that played live that are up there. A bunch of songs when we supported Black Label, they're up there now. When we last played Heavy SA Fest, there's a couple of tracks side by side up there now. We've got some behind the scenes footage from when we did some film clip stuff that's up there now. So we've just sort of unleashed it all. So that way it's up there for not only us to go back and watch, but to anyone else who's interested.
Yeah, awesome. And are you planning on filming the final show or recording it, or both? Yeah.
Whether or not we release it 100% or whether or not we don't, we're certainly going to record it. I don't know how many camera angles we're going to do, but there'll certainly be a few, and the editing component to put it all together. But yeah, we're definitely going to record it, and we may make it available, we may not. We might just keep it to ourselves, or we might put it out there. I dare say we'll probably just put it out there. But yeah, we're definitely going to do that.
It sounds like it's going to be an amazing evening. I'm spewing I can't be there.
Yeah, we'd love to have you there. We understand, obviously, you're on the other side of Australia, so but we'll certainly keep in contact with you, Kat. We're very appreciative of your support. You've been there since the beginning for us, and we've enjoyed it. You know, always catching up with you in the studio and all the airplay that you've given us. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Don't think I haven't been watching what you've been doing. Like the minute you said you were coming back to Melbourne, you know I was going to be all over you, but you...
Yeah, I know.
You haven't come back.
We wouldn't expect anything less.
Well, maybe next time you, like you said, if you decide to go on a road trip for Download Festival, you can pop in anyway and just talk shit.
Right, you know. Exactly.
You guys are so good at talking shit.
Yeah, we are. We live and breathe it.
And I'm really happy that I finally got to have the entire band in the studio.
Yes, I know, because it was, when was that? The last time?
Yeah, the last time
before,
you were all there. Cause,
before that, there was always one missing.
well, Nathan, I think he didn't come in either of the first two times because he was racing back home straight after the gigs.
Yeah,
I
he was.
think.
Yeah, he's always had some prior engagements for whatever we've done, so he's had to leg it on home through his own way.
And Almir was in the car recovering from the night before, the first time you came in.
Yes, I think he was. Pat was as well.
Pat was the one in the car.
Yeah, I think
Pat
it was.
the
Yeah,
one
I think
in the car. Yeah, that's
Almir can always back up. He's got no problem with that. But yeah, I think Pat was the one that was certainly on the bad side of life. one tour back.
He's had a few long trips home, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
Awesome. See, now I almost was going to ask you for one of the best experiences you've had with the boys on the road, but I suspect that there is far, far too many of them for you to actually choose one.
Oh, yeah, there is. I mean, to summarise it as, a group of experiences, just wherever we go, whatever we do, whatever venue we're at, whatever the back line looks like, we've always just rocked it. When we get on stage, there's just, it's like a mode that gets switched on, and I get to see it from the back. Never get to see it from the front, of course. but no matter who's in the room, I mean, we've had some shows where we've had 6 people in the room. We've had some shows where we've had 1,000 people in the room. But either which way, the band has always brought the A game to the show, and done what we can do. And then obviously afterwards, buzzing, not buzzing, either which way, we've shared so much life together, and that's always going to stay with me. And that's, in summary, it's just been amazing.
I think you're going to be a bit sad, but the good thing is that you are such good friends, and you're going to be able to develop that friendship in a different way. So
yeah. That's right. Here we are.
Yeah. Is there something you want to say to your fans all over the country who a lot of them won't be able to get to the show who have supported Ice On Mercury?
Yeah, it certainly is. So I would like to say, from the bottom of all of our hearts and myself personally, thank you for liking our music. Thank you for coming to our shows. Thank you for supporting what we do, because without you, we would certainly enjoy playing music for ourselves, but without you, it doesn't exist. So yeah, it's the fans, it's the people, it's the friends that we've made along the way that have made our journey the best it's been for us as a band. So yeah, apologies for calling it a day, but we just needed to take a break and focus on the future. So hopefully you still follow us as far as individual musicians and where we're going to go next.
I'm happy for you guys that you're doing something to make yourselves happy, but it's sad to know that you're not going to be coming and visiting me anymore.
Yeah. Well, but like I said, I'm sure we'll still catch up. But yeah, as far as Ice On Mercury as a band, we won't be probably catching up anymore. So yeah, it is sad. It is sad. Yeah. I still think about it from time to time, and there was a lot of toing and froing after the announcement to, did we make the right decision? Yes. Did we make the right decision? Yes, we did. No, we don't. I don't know. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? So, but, we wanted to really finish it on a high. We didn't want to just call it a day because stuff wasn't working out for us. As far as the memory goes for Ice On Mercury, whether or not it gets together or not in the future, I want my last memory of it to be known that we won an amazing award at the back end of last year in South Australia. Yeah. The People's Choice Heavy Award for South Australian Music Awards. That's amazing.
Congratulations for that too.
Yeah, no, thank you. And, it was a great night. We all had a great night. We all got together as a band again, and 2 of the band certainly got inebriated, and 2 of the band were responsible and looked after the award, even though one of the band members tried to take the award out on a journey, and I said, no, you're not. Give it here.
Why do I get the feeling it's the 2 in the blue shirts who were drunk?
Uh-huh. I'll say no more. Well, when the tickets included craft beer on tap at no extra cost.
All right.
Yeah, and you can. That's the reason why. And I was driving home, of course, so I had to stay. So I had maybe 1 or 2. But but we did that. We got together. It was an amazing experience again. It's never happened to us before, as far as the SA Music Awards. And then we've played many shows, and a lot of them towards the back end of our career were sold-out shows or large shows or big support, and obviously touring. I mean, the last time we played Melbourne was really good, and even the times before that, we got to play the ESPY front bar. It's not in existence anymore, so we crack at that. So look, there's going to be so many memories, and we're very appreciative of everyone that's been around us, that has helped us, supported us. It just means the world. It means the world to us, and without that support, it wouldn't have been anything. It just wouldn't have existed, because it's nice to get that recognition.
Yeah, well, you guys coming
doing good things.
You guys coming into the studio has been one of the highlights of my career on Collision, and I really appreciate you taking the time out to do that with your hangovers and your long road trips. And
we love catching up with you. It's been great. Yeah. It's always been great.
Yeah, you guys are so much fun in the studio.
Well, we do this to have fun and be larrikins, and I'm sure there's a serious side to the business, but most of the time we're cracking jokes and doing things to amuse each other and just have fun, enjoy it.
Yeah, you're going to be the funnest guys in the retirement village with all your memories.
Yeah, that's right. The deafest and funnest.
And I'll tell people again, iceonmercury.com, that's where they can get tickets for the show, isn't it?
Yep, once again, not many left. We've exhausted most allocations, and we're down pretty much to the last allocation now, so we're literally talking 25 tickets as it stands today, and it's only February 4th, so we've still got 2 weeks to go, and I'm certain they'll probably go. And it's going to be a really great night. We're going to have a lot of mates, a lot of friends, a lot of fans, a lot of colleagues, a lot of people who have supported us there, and we can't wait to put on a great show for you guys and play everything we can from all EPs, and some of our favourite covers thrown in as well. And the final show.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, Kat. Appreciate you. I appreciate you always supporting us, and thanks for the opportunity to be on your show.
It's been a pleasure. Trust me.
Awesome. You have a great night, and I'll certainly speak to you again soon.
Yes, definitely. And I'm going to miss you.
Yeah, well, we are too. We're going to miss you as well, Kat. So.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Talk soon. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.